A prince marries a beautiful princess from a poor family, and the very next moment, he throws her into a pit. The princess was falling rapidly into the pit. She was still in shock, wondering why the prince betrayed her. When she regained her senses, she started shouting loudly for help. Darkness was all around because the girl had reached the underworld. Hearing her voice, the demon of the underworld woke up. The princess tried to climb up. Then she saw a cave from which a light was coming. She went closer and saw a bird burning. The girl closed her eyes and picked it up in her hand. Suddenly, a large flock of birds rushed by. The girl was extremely frightened by this sight. Shortly after, she began to hear voices emerging from the darkness, which were coming from the demon of the underworld. The demon was enormous. The girl, terrified upon seeing it, started running quickly. The demon then unleashed a torrent of fire towards her. She dashed into a narrow tunnel where she found the burnt body of another girl, which startled her greatly. Meanwhile, the torrent of fire approached the cave, but she managed to escape, although one of the man's legs got burned. She then takes out a dagger and tears a piece of cloth. As she moves forward, she sees an even deeper chasm below, making it very difficult to reach the other side. The girl quickly runs and jumps, landing on the other rock. But suddenly, she starts slipping downwards. Her locket gets stuck in a crack in the rock, and she quickly takes out a knife, driving it into the rock. After much effort, she finally climbs up the rock. She then goes towards the blue light. It turns out they were all insects glowing in blue. She puts the insects in a cloth because these insects would provide her with light. The girl continues to move forward and finds a small pool of water. She drinks from it, but the taste is terrible. Then, she notices that drops of water are dripping from the ice above. She stands beneath it, catching the drops in her mouth. Suddenly, the ice begins to melt rapidly, and the underworld demon arrives, breaking the ice with fire. The girl narrowly escapes into another tunnel, where she sees names of several girls written on the walls. This indicates that many girls had come to this cave before, some of whom had written their names before fleeing into the cave. They had gone, and before dying they wrote their names on the cave walls. Just then, the girl noticed that the same glowing insects had stuck to her burnt leg. The girl removes the insects one by one.